Hi, my name is David P Shapiro. I am a San Diego criminal attorney, and I am also the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P Shapiro based in San Diego. And today I want to discuss with you felony DUI. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about what it takes to be charged with a felony DUI. Let's clarify a couple of them today. One is you could have 3 or more prior misdemeanor DUIs within a 10-year period, and then your 4th could be charged as a felony. And if you're convicted, just so you know, of a felony 4th-time DUI, basically because you have 3 or more misdemeanor priors within 10 years, you could face up to 3 years in custody. There's also a mandatory minimum sentence of 180 days in jail. So you have to do 180 days somewhere if you're convicted of a felony DUI because of 3 or more priors. The priors, ideally for the prosecution, are in the state of California. If they're not, you might have some good issues, and your lawyer should be alert to this, that if you have priors from other states, if those elements of that offense in that state, let's say you have a prior in Virginia, doesn't match up to California, it might not be a prior, and then you're only looking at a misdemeanor DUI. So something you definitely want to bring to the attention of the law firm you interview with and ultimately the firm you hire, so that attorneys should know exactly what to do with that. Another issue that we see a lot of times with felony DUIs, it could be you have no criminal history at all. You've had enough to drink to get you over the legal limit or deem you, under the influence of alcohol or drugs for that matter, and you're involved in an accident and someone's hurt. Doesn't need to be great bodily injury. It could be a minor, relatively minor injury. And that gives the prosecution the authority under law to charge you with the felony DUI under Vehicle Code Section 23153. So a lot of times my firm sees people that have no record whatsoever. They're at an event, they're at a work event, they have a couple of drinks, just like all of us would on any given night, and all of us have on any given night. And they rear end someone on their way home. That individual winds up being hurt to varying degrees. If it's a relatively minor injury, hopefully the blood alcohol level is really low, and then we're only dealing with the misdemeanor DUI. But if blood alcohol level is high, what is terrible and what we see so often is that good people wind up getting charged with felonies because they have no prior criminal history. So you have to be alert about that and understand some of the misconceptions about DUIs, particularly felony DUI. And if you or a loved one are charged with felony DUI or think you might be charged with felony DUI, or that's a remote possibility, we encourage you, if not to call our office, to certainly call a high quality, locally experienced criminal defense law firm. Particularly if your case is in San Diego, you want to call a San Diego based firm like ours. We can be reached at 619-295-3555.